Do it. Hey, tonight, by the way, from the show Station 19, we have Jamie Lee Ortiz, and next week on the show, oh, I should mention this. I got a lot of albums to get covered tonight. This is their album. It's called See You Around. I'm with her from the Mercedes-Benz stage. Next week, we have new shows with Zoe Deschanel, Eva Longoria, Anna Faris, Shia LaBeouf, Sebastian Maniscalco will be here, Chris Hardwick, Sandra Oh, and we'll have music from Daniel Caesar with her, The Regrets, First Aid Kick, and Snoop Doggy Dogg will be here with us as well. So, please join us. Our first guest tonight is a multi-talented person whose work ethic puts stoners in not one but two different countries to shame. He has two projects starting tomorrow, Blockers in theaters and Hilarity for Charity on Netflix.
I can't be dead. There's so many things I would do differently. I would not have smoked weed in front of Steven Spielberg that time. He never looked at me as a serious actor again, and that's true. I would have taken the lead role in Ted, not the bear Ted, but the human friend of the bear.
You mean John?
I don't think that's it.
I'm Satan, the eternal prince of all that's dark. You don't think I know the name of the lead character in my favorite movie of all time? Starring my favorite actor, directed by my favorite filmmaker? Okay? It's John.
Please welcome Seth Rogen. To see you.
You too, man.
Couple of questions. First of all, is that story about Steven Spielberg true?
Yeah, that is 100% true.
What happened?
I was at a party, like an Oscar party, maybe, and I had just lit a joint. You probably shouldn't do those things, but I did. And literally at that moment, Steven Spielberg came up and started talking to me, which was insane. But I just lit the joint, so I didn't know what to do. And I know he doesn't smoke weed, and he's not like that big a fan of it. And I just found myself, and I was just like, do I stop? Do I just hold it? That's weird. I have to keep smoking it. And I just kept smoking it in Steven Spielberg's face as I saw, like, the look on his face where he's just like, I'm never working with this mother ever again, ever. Yeah.
Oh,
and that's why I'm not the lead of Red Player One.
Is that what happened?
That's what happened. I was going to be that little kid, yeah.
Wow, that's a shame. I'm sorry.
I know it is a bummer. Yeah,
it's very closed-minded of him.
It was a little close, but I think he's prejudiced. Yeah,
that was a clip from Hilarity for Charity. This is an annual charity event that you put on. You invite a lot of famous people, a lot of funny people to come be a part of it and to benefit charities that fight against Alzheimer's disease and support various causes of that nature.
Exactly. That is a good way of putting it. Yeah, my mother-in-law has Alzheimer's, and we didn't know what to do, and so we were like, we're comedians, maybe we could put together a show to help benefit that. And we started doing that 6 years ago, and it's raised millions and millions of dollars over that time.
That's great.
It's great, and we just sold it to Netflix this year. We partnered with them, and it's going to air on Netflix starting April 6th. And yeah, it has Tiffany Haddish and John Mulaney. And
I think that's tomorrow.
Sarah Silverman is a part of it. Yeah, I think it's tomorrow. Yeah, I'm bad with dates. I don't know. But
I wonder why that is.
I know exactly. Do I look like a guy who's good with dates?
So you said John Mulaney,
Sarah Silverman, Tiffany Haddish, Nick Kroll, Sacha Baron Cohen, Ike Barinholtz, Post Malone, Jeff Goldblum, Justin Roiland, who does Rick and Morty, did an animated short film.
I saw that. The whole thing is very funny. It's very well done. You did a nice job with it.
Thank you. I worked very hard on it, and so it was nice. I think it came together well. I'm excited.
Maybe you won't go to hell, you know? I mean...
That's the only reason I'm doing it, is so I can get away with as much despicable behavior as humanly possible.
You also... Part of this is you have these colleges compete to see who can raise most money for this charity.
Yes.
And then you will go to the college if they raise the most money. Whichever college raises the most, you will go visit them in person.
100%. Yeah, we've done it a few for I think three years now, and every year the University of Vermont wins.
Really?
Yeah, these guys at the University of Vermont are tenacious, and so I go and I show a screening of one of our movies that hasn't come out yet. And the last time I went, they asked if they could induct me into their fraternity because this fraternity kept winning. And I was like, yeah. The first question most people ask me, which is the thing I thought, is did they put anything in your ass? Because that's...
yeah, right. And if so, what?
And if so, what?
Yeah.
For how long? And so in my head, when they asked me to do it, I was like, do I ask them if they're going to put anything in my ass? Or do I just... And I really had to, like, assess whether I was ready for that. And
were you?
I was. I was like, yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. I mean,
when in Rome.
Yeah, literally. When in Greece, I guess. But, yeah, so I did it. It was a secret ceremony. I can't talk. I don't know if you're in a fraternity.
No, I'm not.
There's a secret ceremony that does not involve any penetrative activities, I guess you would say. No. Again, not that I wouldn't have done it had it called for that. That's how much I believe in this charity.
Is there a handshake you learned?
There is. I can't do it, though.
You don't remember it?
No, I remember. I can't do it because of the secrecy of the fraternity. Yeah,
did they have a party for you? Like, did you hang out with these kids?
Afterwards, they were like, will you come to a bar with us? And I was like, I don't want to go to a bar with you because that will be a nightmare for me. But what I will do is go back to one of your apartments and I'll smoke weed with all of you.
That's nice.
Yeah. And so I went back to one of their small, terrible apartments. And I was like, where's the weed? And they were like, we don't have any. And I was like, guys, like, if there was ever a time to not have no weed, it's now.
Yeah.
And one of them just ran out and went God knows where and came back within 5 minutes, out of breath, with a giant bag of weed.
Really?
Yeah. And I rolled a giant cross joint because that's like my gimmick, I guess, if I was to have one. And we smoked it, and they all got really stoned and just asked me stupid questions for like 3 hours. And it was fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah,
Do you have that? I would think. I was thinking about this today.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a Mount Rushmore of people to smoke with.
Yeah.
And on that, as far as I'm concerned, and correct me if you disagree, I think obviously Willie Nelson is on it.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg obviously on it.
Yeah.
I think Woody Harrelson is probably on it.
Yeah, probably. He did a lot for weed.
Yeah. And I think
he'd be an easy head to carve at a rock as well.
I feel like you have bumped Cheech and Chong off of the Mount Rushmore.
Wow, that's nice. Thank you.
Because they don't seem so involved in that anymore.
No. Yeah, I've been smoking weed a long time, and I mean,
do people give it to you, or do they ask you for it?
Yeah, well, I smoke weed out in public all the time, and people will see me and ask if they can have some of my weed, which is crazy to me.
Why? Why is that crazy?
Because it's like if someone was drinking a drink and they were just like, yo, can I have a sip of your drink? I'd be like, no, you can't have a sip of my drink.
It's the germ type
I would be a walking cold sore if I shared joints with everyone who asked to share joints with me.
So what do you tell them, no?
I say no. But that being said, if you ever see me out in public and I'm not smoking weed, please offer me your weed.
I see.
Because there's a good chance.
You will take it from someone else. Seth Rogen is here. Hilarity for charity, and his new movie, Blockers, comes out this weekend. We'll be right back.
You have a vision. It's behind everything you do.
Numbers is sitting in with the Cletones tonight. Hilarity for Charity premieres tomorrow on Netflix, and you've produced a movie, which is a very funny movie.
Thank you.
That's coming out tomorrow.
Yes.
As well.
Yeah, it's called Blockers or Blockers, I guess it's called, which is crazy that they called the movie that. Yeah.
Now, you say they called the movie that. You're the producer on it.
I am the producer on it, but if you don't go into a movie with a title that's strong, then the studio becomes a big part of the conversation as to what the title is. And what we wound up with was Blockers. And I made a movie called Sausage Party, and even I'm like, Blockers is crazy.
Yeah.
Because it's also a really good movie, and you don't assume a movie with the word in the title
is good,
is going to be good unless it's like maybe a porno movie or something like that. And so the movie's called Blockers. I'm bad. Our movies
but they put like a chicken there.
They put a chicken instead of the word because you can't say but you can put a chicken instead of that. Which, again, is just crazy.
It's ridiculous.
Then it's Chicken Blockers. It's about parents. It's Chicken Blockers. It's confounding, honestly, but the movie...
What's confounding is you have, like, really good reviews for this movie.
It has incredibly good... It's one of the best reviewed movies I've ever been associated with. And it's really good, but it's called Walkers. And what's crazy is we thought Walkers was crazy, and then we started looking into what it was called all over the world, and it was just as crazy, if not crazier. And so
sometimes the translations are a little like
they're insane. They make bizarre translations for movies in other countries.
Have you had this happen before?
We had Superbad was called Super Horny in a lot of countries, which is not that bad, honestly. It's not that bad. But this one had the craziest ones ever.
So what we've done is we put together. Oh, by the way, we worked on this probably longer than you guys even worked on this movie.
That's got a map
of the world. And now this is not. These are not jokes.
These are real. These are 100%.
This is
actually
real.
What movie is called in countries all around the world.
various countries.
Yeah.
So we're going to start with the United States, as we mentioned.
Blockers, chicken blockers.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. So next, what country do we have? Okay, France.
We have France. Parental Consent, which is not that bad. That's actually a better title, probably.
Parental
arguably.
Consent.
Yeah, Parental Consent.
It's a little bit dry.
It's a little dry.
This is Lithuania.
Lithuania, sexuine.
Don't even bother with that.
Which means no for sex.
Also maybe a better title.
Not a bad title, no for sex.
This is Bulgaria.
I can't translate
this
that.
This one translates to?
Sex in the Summer of Cuckoos. That is crazy, and we did research actually, and apparently chickens, this is true, are like a euphemism for the penis. Roosters, chickens, you know, in all sorts of countries.
Oh, it's not just us.
No, which is weird, because my penis, although not fantastic, does not look like a chicken, I gotta say. And so, it has a gobble, but it has the rest of it.
All right, what else do we have?
We have Slovenia. It's, what do we got? Not with my daughter.
Sounds like a Liam Neeson movie.
It does sound like a good Liam Neeson movie, though.
Thailand.
Block sex happening on prom night.
It's very literal.
Which is literal, very literal. You know what you're getting with that movie. That's what the movie's actually about.
Romania.
There's a 3 dots in this one. Forbidden to make sex. You don't know what they're forbidden to make. There's a lot of suspense
Finally,
involved.
the last one.
This is the greatest thing, the best movie title of any of my movies ever in Taiwan. Operation Chicken Container. Again, not necessarily that worse than fuckers, I have to say. And we put a lot of thought into why it would maybe be called that. Is it a container, like a Tupperware thing?
No.
No, it is one who contains chickens.
Yes.
The container of chickens, this is the operation of those whose job it is to contain chickens.
It sounds like what the Secret Service might call getting lunch for President Trump.
Operation Chicken Container. It's the craziest.
Well, wherever you are in the world.
But the movie's real good, and please go see it, because despite these crazy titles, it's a very sweet, hilarious movie that I recommend.
It is called Blockers here in the United States.
With a chicken in front of it.
Hilarity for Charity premieres tomorrow on Netflix. Seth Rogen, everybody. We'll be right back with Jamie Ortiz.
Women are amazing.